welcome to my show. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a quick and simple lamb lasagna. To save you time, make it easier for you. This one I'm going to be showing with ready-made sauces. Okay, this sauce I'm going to enhance it a bit, add a bit of onions and a few vegetables, but we'll go through that. And this, normally I would make a bechamel sauce, but to cut things short, make it quicker for you, as you might have guests coming around, you can just... To start off, you need one baking tray. This one will give you about 6 to 8 portions. You need some garlic bread, pasta sheets. These are lasagna pasta sheets. They can go straight into the sauce rather than boiling them before. Got some mozzarella, some mature cheddar cheese. You're going to need about 500 grams to 1 kilo of minced lamb, courgette, mushroom, onion and peppers, which we're going to enhance our tomato sauce with. And then you've got 1 iceberg lettuce and 1 cucumber for the salad. We could chuck a few extra things in. We'll see what we've got in the fridge. Let's get started now. First thing we need to do is peel 1 onion. Now we cut the onion in half and we're going to dice it into small little squares. I'm going to make my sauce in a wok so I can make it quick and also have space to move it around. So now I'm going to get my onions in there. So you dash your courgette like this, cut a strip, then you have a flat surface. Then from the flat surface you cut thin strips, and then with the thin strips, so you lay it flat and you get your matchsticks. And then with that, you dice. Simple as that. And then you just go along with the rest of them. And then get your courgettes into your pan with your onions. Next, we're going to dice the yellow pepper. To dice the yellow pepper, so think of this as 4 walls, right? So we're going to cut the 4 walls that we need first. Then you have the tips, okay, on both sides, and this you can get rid of, and here you just pop the green part out, and what you're left with is all the meat from the pepper. So we're going to dice this up nice and small. You just want to chuck your peppers with the rest of the vegetables. Next, we're going to do the mushrooms. Mushrooms, I prefer having them a bit bigger rather than diced, so I'm going to cut them simply like this. You know, you can always use more vegetables and less meat, because obviously meat costs more and you might not have enough. So if you ever feel like you don't have enough meat, just buff it up with vegetables, which is much cheaper and it also enhances the flavour much more. So the mushrooms you also chuck into your vegetable mix. So don't worry too much about the fact that your mushrooms are big, because while you cook they will shrink. The salt will pull out all the moisture from them. They are 70% water. So you'll see as we cook, the mushrooms will start shrinking, which will give you more space. And get these vegetables on the heat. Let the pan get hot before you add salt and olive oil and pepper. So I want the vegetables to get a little bit of heat before I add the oil and stuff. While you're waiting for your veg, you want to peel about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic and chop it up ready to get in. And just simply chop it nice. So now it's starting to get a bit hot and steamy, so I add my salt, pepper, and about 4 tablespoons of olive oil, enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Get a wooden spoon and just stir it around so it don't stick, and now you let this sweat down. A bit of colour is fine, but not too much, alright? So the vegetables are about halfway through now. Now I'm going to add my garlic and let that sweat with it. Yeah, it's now shrunken down and it's ready. I'm going to set this aside now on a separate plate, but keep the pan, and then we're going to sear off the meat on there. Now just get a bit more oil in your pan, get it hot again, and chuck in your minced lamb. And just sear it off till it goes brown. And break down the big lumps. Then you need to season your mince. Get a good amount of pepper in there. And a couple of pinches of salt. And stir it in. So the meat is now browned. I'm going to add all the vegetables in there together. And then let that sweat for a couple of minutes. And now I'm going to add the tomato sauce. Fill out with water, of course. A bit of water in the bottle. Shake it so you don't waste a penny. And stir. Now stir every 5 minutes and let it cook for about half an hour so it can really get thick and become a really nice ragu. My ragu has been cooking for about 25 minutes. All the sauces have become nice and thickened up. Yeah. What I'm going to do now, I've got a bit of parsley, just chopping it up, and then I'm going to chuck it in. And then let the sauce sit on the side for about 5 minutes, and then we can start assembling a lasagna. Sit on the side for now till it cools down, and we can start assembling our lasagna. Before you start assembling your lasagna, you're going to get your cheese ready. So you just want to grate your cheddar in the big holes. I'm going to do about half of this, as it is quite a big lasagna. There we go. Have your cheese ready. And then you want to open your mozzarella. Careful, because the water will pop out of it. So you just put it in a bowl like this. And take the mozzarella and dry it on a piece of tissue. So you start off by putting a bit of your lasagna sauce on the base, like that. Spread it out. Don't want to add too much in the first layer, as you will be adding layers as you go up. So we've got the ragu mix there. Then we're going to put our white sauce. Just evenly spread that white sauce around. And then chuck in a sprinkle of cheddar. And then just simply place your lasagna sheets like that. You can break them to make them fit in. Okay, so that's the first layer. I'm going to show you the second one, which is exactly the same. So just keep repeating the process till you've worked all the way to the top. and you have your lasagna will be ready to go into the oven. So that's the top layer there. I've just finished off all my cheese on top of that, and then I'm going to add some of my mozzarella. Just tear it up and evenly coat it on the top. Sometimes if your ragu is a bit too dry and you don't feel that it's going to help cook the pasta, you can just add a tiny bit of water around the edges, which will soak down and help the lasagna sheets cook properly. But this one was a bit saucy. Or you can add water to your ragu just before you plate it out. So that's the mozzarella all nicely spread around. So there you have it. Now your lasagna is ready to go in the oven. You need to preheat your oven at around 180 degrees for about 20 minutes before you put it in. So I've done that already, but you can obviously do that before. So your lasagna is now ready to go in. Once it melts, all that cheese you see on the top will be nicely caramelized and it will be bubbling away, which will make your lasagna look even more delicious. I'm just going to put it into a preheated oven at around 180 degrees, and it will take about 40 minutes to gently cook all the way through. So you have to come back like every 10 or 15 minutes just to check it, to make sure it's not burning or anything. So lasagna is ready now. It's been there for about 40 minutes. I'm just going to turn the oven off but leave it inside so it can just continue finishing off. So there you have it. There's your nice lamb lasagna. I've just chucked some garlic breads in just 5 minutes before my lasagna was ready, and now I will show you how to make a nice and quick and easy salad. Throw in some thinly sliced iceberg lettuce in a bowl. Peel some cucumbers into it. Cut some olives in halves and chuck them in as well. De-seed one tomato and slice it up like this. Put some rock salt, pepper and a bit of olive oil. And I've just added a bit of house dressing, which is just a salad vinaigrette. And then just mix it up. That's it. You have your lasagna ready, some garlic bread, a nice fresh salad. This will fill you up. It's perfect dishes for a bonfire night.
Yes.
So there's nothing better than a nice hearty lasagna on a cold winter's evening. Enjoy trying it at home. That is good.